Hello, lovely people of the world, once again to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. In the previous episode, we conquered the world of Colossus. In today's episode, we're going to be moving onwards, and we're going to meet a stupid face that I want to punch.
Spyro, would you like to learn to swim underwater? I suppose I could teach you for a small fee.
Like, seriously, look at this smug little guy. Look at his stupid little face. Fine, we'll pay you. So now we can swim underwater, but we're going to try that out in the next world because now that we have this ability, we can fully explore the world of Idle Springs. So without further ado, let's go. That sad realization when you realize that your waifu will never be real.
Spyro! The idols we were carving have come to life! They've locked us out of our temples and stolen our food!
Oh no, that's unfortunate. Alright, so we're going to be facing some evil idols in this area. Which means that we're playing Tokyo Mirage Assassins. I'm just kidding. So, yeah, I can never seem to not bring up that game. I've noticed that, and I know that may trigger some people, but you know what? I don't care. I love the game too much not to reference it. But anyway, we go across this area, and basically the primary gameplay gimmick of Idle Springs, or at least one of them, and the reason why I wanted to wait for a little bit before we come into this place is the fact that there were some underwater areas in this level. So, water was kind of a big no-no in the first Spyro game. You couldn't go into water without taking damage or anything like that, but luckily in this game, Spyro now knows how to swim, and that's pretty fun. The swimming controls, I will say, on PS1, they were pretty much perfect. They could swim around really fast, and because Sparks was inside of a bubble, you could not drown, and that's pretty fun. On this version, however, I don't know what it is, but it feels wrong. I don't know what. I can't exactly quite put my finger on it, but something about the swimming controls just feels a little bit off in this version. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, especially those who haven't played the original PlayStation games, but it just doesn't feel quite right. Now, it's not bad or anything like that. It's not like another game that had perfect swimming controls and then completely butchered them in the remake. But anyway, let's move onwards.
Here with all our tools, and the giant idol heads won't let the workers in unless we can solve the 3 puzzles they've given us. The first puzzle is to turn all these blocks yellow. If you have trouble, come back and talk to me.
Okay, I don't exactly remember how to do this, but let's see if my memory will work properly. It did. Never mind. It wasn't too bad.
Come on, Spyro, you did it! I knew you could do it. Now, meet me at the pond for the next challenge.
Alright, so this is going to be an ongoing side quest throughout Idle Springs, so we need to make a little bit more progress into the level before we can move on to the next part. But before we do that, I want to go up here and take care of another side quest we can take care of. I keep saying side quest, but it's not really like that. It's more like a mission from like Super Mario 64 or something like that. Except not. I don't really know how to describe this.
This idol says he's hungry and won't be satisfied until he's swallowed 10 fish. He's got a sensitive stomach, so watch what kind of fish you feed him.
Does this idol even have a stomach? Okay. Can I just say, look at how derpy this guy looks. I really love the way the statue looks. It looks kind of adorable. He's like, hey, you look at me. I want some fishies. Fishies. I like fishies. So yeah, don't feed him the red ones because the red fish will give him an upset stomach and you'll lose all the fish progress, which isn't very good. Now you can look into the water, kind of, to see which ones are going to be coming. Kind of. Not exactly, though. I think that might work. Yep, it does. Okay, so that's pretty good. We're not going to be doing that because I don't feel like it. I like looking at the idle fish man guy instead of actually looking at the water.
Okay, Spyro, just one more puzzle to go. I'll meet you over by the colored stones for your final challenge.
For the final challenge. Okie dokie. Did we ever talk to you? I don't think we did. Yeah, we did. Okay. So, we go across this area and we can talk to this dude. Kind of. Maybe. Sort of. I guess not. Never mind. Okay. Oh, there's another right there. Mine. Shiny. Shiny. I like shiny. So, the enemies that have metal shields, the thing about them is that fire isn't exactly effective against steel, so you don't want to use your fire breath against enemies with metallic shields or anything like that. Instead, you want to use your charging attack. So, you definitely want to keep that in mind as you go across this game. That's basically the rule of thumb of Spyro the Dragon, where the metal enemies you want to charge, the big enemies you want to flame. What's this guy doing?
Those metal shields are making enemies invulnerable to your flame attack. If you press and hold the charge button, you can defeat them with your charge attack.
Alright, so let's pick up the gemstones and continue onwards. That's a Pixar movie. So we go across this area, and I gotta say, I really do like the visual style of this game. I praised this in a previous episode before, but I just need to praise it again. They did a really great job of keeping the charm of the PS1 game, while also making it look all pretty in HD and things like that. It's just so great. This is honestly one of my more personal favorite video game remakes out there. I think the only one that beats this would probably be like Link's Awakening, but Link's Awakening is a perfect game, so it's kind of hard to top that one. I think those are all the gemstones in this area, so without further ado, let's continue on over here. It's kind of bothering me that these guys aren't talking to me, but whatever. It's not like I want to talk to them anyway. Alright, take care of that. You get some more gemstones, they're super shiny, amazing, and awesome. And that guy broke the lock of the next door.
Left or right? Use the right.
Oh, gee, thank you, Zoe. Isn't that just entirely useful information I couldn't figure out on my own? It's like the Pikmin 3 data file, how you have to find a data file by moving the thumbstick, and there's a data file that says use the thumbstick to move.
If you jump on the...
Alright, so the basic idea of this puzzle is that you want to figure out whichever one is connected closer to the previous activated platform. And apparently that doesn't work. And my capture card ran out of memory. Goody. Great. Awesome. Cool. Thank you, capture card.
Nice jobs.
So, about my capture card, I gotta say, I think I might need to fix the flash drive connected to it, because I wasn't recording for that long, so it shouldn't have run out of memory, so I don't know why it ran out of memory so quickly. And this is the second time that it's happened in recent months, because it also happened during the end game of Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. So yeah, I definitely need to look into that before getting too far into this series. Of course, now that I say that, I'm never going to look into it. I'm going to have this problem over and over again, because that's how this channel works. Alright, so we can destroy you and save this guy. You better appreciate it. You better give me a cookie. A really, really big cookie. Opening the path works too. Do you have anything to say? No, you don't. Okay, let's talk to you instead.
Spyro, you're pretty tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here.
But for the moment, I want you to have this talisman.
Alright, so now we technically could leave the level, but this is 100% left to play after all, so we're going to continue onwards. We have some more gemstones over here we can go collect, and there's some more located over here. I like collecting gemstones because they're shiny, and shiny is my favorite flavor. So I believe that's everything that we can collect up there, but there is one more path that we can take in the Idle Springs. We gotta go around the long way though, so that's a little bit unfortunate. There is a little bit of backtracking in this game compared to the original Spyro. I have noticed that as I've been replaying this game in preparation for this Let's Play. But now, let's go over this way, because this is the only path we haven't explored yet. So let's go over here. One thing that I really like about the Spyro the Dragon games is that, at least in terms of the time frame where this game came out, a lot of the hidden collectibles that were hidden across these levels were located in places that you wouldn't normally expect to be able to explore in a game like this. So, like, you go across this area and you think, oh, there's just some giant walls over here, we probably can't do anything about that. But no, we can actually climb over it, and there's even stuff over there we can take care of a little bit later, and that's pretty fun. So there's a whole another batch of gems over here we can go collect. I don't know why, but something about this specific part right here reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. Like this part right here where we're climbing across the tree reminds me of the part of the deep jungle level of Kingdom Hearts where you're going across the jungle and things like that, and if you fall you have to go around the long way. Which always really drove me crazy whenever I played through that game. But anyway, enough about Kingdom Hearts because now we're playing through Spyro. And we can light up another rocket, and it'll blast off towards victory! And we get to go around the long way, so... Fast forward! Alright, so now we're back over this direction. There's a few more things we can go collect. First of all, there's more gemstones around here, and they're super shiny and amazing, and they're all mine. And talk to this lady.
It's fabulous to see you, Spyro. Now that the supercharged power-up is active, you can charge through the pedestals and send the dancing hula girls over here to help me.
Alright, so what you want to do is that you want to use the charging ability. And because we've defeated all the bad guys and activated the super amazing powers of awesomeness, we now can destroy all that and finish the objective before we have a chance to finish explaining how it works.
Look at that. The hula girls' ring dance blew up that idol like a Roman candle. Now I can pursue that dancing career I've dreamed of. Take this orb. It could help you go places.
I always knew hula girls were deadly. Nobody would believe me, but I knew. I knew it to be true. Alrighty then, so I believe the last of the gemstones are located around here. And that's pretty fun, except we missed one. So where could it possibly be? It is located over this direction. Is it on the other side of the wall? It's on the other side of the wall. Of course it is. Of course it is. Alright, so... can we just admire how adorable this is? Alright. So let's head over this direction. And we have to find the final gemstone. Because apparently it wasn't located in that one area. So where could it possibly be? Of course, okay. It's always gems in the water that I miss. It's always in here. And I'm always so certain that we collected every single one of them whenever I play through this game. But no, there's always a few that I happen to miss. And it's always located here. Why am I surprised at this point? But that was every single collectible in the Idle Springs, and I gotta say, it's pretty enjoyable. It was a pretty enjoyable level, but I will say, so far in Spyro 2, the levels haven't been quite as creative as they were in the first game. Like, personally speaking, I think the first game has a lot stronger levels overall, but Ripto's Rage will definitely step up the quality of level design as we go a little bit further. It's just the first couple levels that are kind of hit or miss.
Sparks, the dragonfly following you around is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter he is, the more hit points you have.
Well, gee, that's fascinating, Zoe. But that's going to be it for this episode of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. In the next episode, we'll be exploring a little bit more of Summer Forest to see what we can do in this area now that we can swim around. So thank you all so much for watching this video, and until next time, leave gear to you. Oh yeah.